Friday night baseball on the show, and we come your way from the... Now batting, Brock Holt. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Boston, the left fielder, Brock Holt.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this lineup possesses. They lead the league in on-base percentage. I don't care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch. Does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning. And eventually, someone's going to catch a gap, and that usually means 2 to 3 runs in a victory.
Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. Alcantara, a 25-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Now the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
What a season this guy's having. He leads the league in on-base percentage, so he's mixing in some hits. He's also drawing some walks. A great combo. Any way you slice it, this guy knows how to get on base.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Into the box, Harold Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the third baseman.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
The first
baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Strike one to start the at-bat. Cashner gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Betts coming on, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Moreland in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander
Leading off
Bogaerts,
the Red Sox,
as he enters this one
the
with an
shortstop,
absurdly high
Xander
batting average.
Bogaerts.
Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Called strike. A good pitch down in the zone.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Stewart has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond from outfield to third base and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
A 1 pitch on its way. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
This is pulled into right. Number 50 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting 6th, the right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
0-1, here it comes. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Sandy Leon, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Betts is on the move. In there, now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Betts stands at second with 2 gone. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder, and that ends the inning. Red Sox. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, number 50. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Ladies and
Number
gentlemen,
23 will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
For the Red Sox. Now playing second base.
First delivery to him on the way. Trying to check it, and it's 0-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today.
Batting 6th.
And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all 3 positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Cashner pauses. 1-2 on its way. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Stepping into the box, Mitch Moreland. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Mitch Moreland.
From the stretch. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. Gone to lead off the inning. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run, number 31 for him on the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here,
the center
not the end of the world.
Number 16, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oh, 0-2 the count to Benintendi. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there.
Now
good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Brock Holt now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Holt is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Oh, and that is right there for strike two. Holt, a native Texan. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Settling in now, number 23. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Benintendi, the runner at second with one away. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
The batter, the designated hitter.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Second with one down now, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. From the stretch, in there, strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Stewart is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
First pitch on its way. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Driven nicely into the gap. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. 3 runs already home here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And another runs across, as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is into second base now with an RBI double.
Fielder.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Loud contact by Mookie, and a ball carrying well to left field. Stewart is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push a.
Back now for the Tigers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward.
Batting ninth.
Matt?
The catcher.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Number 34.
Coming to the plate now, number 34. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. No balls and a strike to count. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there.
Now
he's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Holt is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Tigers,
Victor Reyes.
The center
fly down
fielder.
in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No balls and 1 strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. Boston's out in front, 4-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Drives it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing
Up
caroms
next for the
off
Red
the
Sox,
wall. Outfielder
the
does a
first baseman,
great job of getting it in quickly, and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Now the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground at first. Throws in time, and that's at number 1.
The batter, the center fielder.
A man at second with 1 down. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Benintendi is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 0-2 home. On a line, that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Brock.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here's another 0-2. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field, and that is off the wall.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there.
Number
Just
23.
misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Number 54.
There comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Fastball called for strike 2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to him.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Here's J.D. Martinez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Gone! Back-to-back homers. A solo shot here to left, and so he ties the big redhead with home run number 70 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he'll take a look at his strike. Right down the middle, it's 0-1. Strike 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Line drive to center field. Reyes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Final line.
Now
there for the Detroit starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Hit hard towards center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard-hit ball that's going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Called strike 0-2. This is line to left. Stewart there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So this stepping in and ready for another shot. Miguel Cabrera. He'll begin things here against Andrew Cashner. In there for strike one, 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Holt on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, number 50.
Stepping up now, number 50. A base hit in his first trip. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. Benintendi will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting,
digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Digging in to try it again.
Leading
Sandy
off
Leon. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Sandy Leon.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Reyes is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman.
Ready once again, Mitch Moreland. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Right there for strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
Up next for the Red Sox.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really good.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the 2nd out of the inning.
Now
hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Standing in now, Brock Holt, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Now batting, number 23.
So digging in now, number 23. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Holt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes is going to get there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Nico.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Nico
Goodrum is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Moreland's there. And he'll just make it to the bag a step or two ahead, and there's the first out.
Now batting, number 14.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kristen Stewart. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Fouled off. Pitch on the way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Cashner sets his sights. 0-2 pitch on its way. And another foul ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break. Now at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Reyes is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now
at the plate, Rafael Devers. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
0-1 the count. Comes set with the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. 2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Line toward right center. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Ready for another chance. Number 34. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here comes another 0-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting, third baseman.
Back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Harold Castro. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. In there, strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Another 0-2 home. Count remains at 0-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's
back-to-back
Ks,
and
that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Stepping in, Victor Reyes. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3-up, 3-down for Detroit. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Number 63 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 63.
Sandy Leon will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-World? You come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Good curveball. Strike 2.
Down 0-2.
Here it comes on 0-2. He pulls this one into right. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Brock Holt. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Hit in the air to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hit.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the
now
toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait for the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And now I believe a balk has been called here, and that's going to move both of these runners up the base with still nobody out. And they're going to get him here for another balk. They say he broke his hands too quickly, and this is going to push across a run. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Coming to the plate
up
now,
next for the
Nico
Tigers.
Goodrum. And they're runners at the corners now.
Nico.
And he fouls this one off.
Good drum.
Here's the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting, number 42,
Kristen Stewart. He got called out on strikes his last time through. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hicks, base runner at first with one out. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Back goes Betts, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one
the
of them.
batter, number 7.
I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
The windup and the 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
The batter, number 34.
Ready now, number 34. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. High pop up. Devers is there for it. And the inning is over. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left on. Striding in for Boston, number 23. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. In there, and it's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their...
This is hit high and deep out to left. Stewart racing back, and it's gone into the home bullpen. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Blaine Hardy enters now in
number
a mop-up
36.
role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Hardy.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Stewart is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
0-2.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stewart will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman.
Digging in, Rafael Devers. Lifetime versus this arm. 2 hits in 7 tries. And he gets ahead 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 2 up in the zone. The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. 24 home runs for him on the season as they push this lead up to 9 now. Stepping in now, Mookie Betts, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. The next 0-2. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting.
A baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And that's taken for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. Betts at second with 2 down. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 0-2 coming. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Line toward the gap in left center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Now batting.
In now, Mitch Moreland. Lifetime against this pitcher. 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run.
0-1.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. This is pulled into right. Number 50 is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Stepping up to the plate, Harold Castro. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
Baseman.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Colton Brewer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Into the box
first
now,
baseman,
Miguel Cabrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Oh, and he misses it.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a nine.
And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called, and that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. No balls and a strike to count. So far 2 for 3 in this one. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Tigers leave 1. And as you can see, they are way behind. So striding forward now, number 23, 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Line toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Trying to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And that one right down Main Street. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogarts. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Reyes is there. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Rafael Devers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Devers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, John Hicks, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Popped him up. Leone has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter,
Tigers down to their final out here, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off-speed or the breaking ball.
Last breath for the Tigers. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We can say this now.
Live and on the air from the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park here in Detroit. Matthew Boyd gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. And if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in there, and it's 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Jones has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He had an on-base percentage of over .450 last month. There are a lot of things you can look at in this game, but that's one thing that just stands out. If you're getting on base that much, you're not making a lot of outs.
Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Pulled toward right center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Third.
So coming to the plate, number 23. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. 0-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump 2 of them in there. You're heading the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
0-1 count. Here it comes. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Harold Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the third baseman,
Harold. Off 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name in the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
0-2 to Jordy Mercer. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Here's Mookie Betts. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. 2 hits in 7 tries.
Mookie Betts.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fast.
Loud contact by Mookie, and a ball carrying well to left field. And this will bang up against the wall. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double. So he's into second with a double here to kick off the second inning. And as you take a look at the graphic, you can see he's currently third on the Red Sox in that department. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here. But at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
0-1, here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And And the Red Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive in another run. This guy is a money run producer.
In now, Sandy Leon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Devers stands at second with no outs. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He brings with him a .313 batting average. He's taken him deep once. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D.
Batting none.
And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Leone rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him. The tag, and he is out.
The batter. The left
back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will. So stepping in, number 50, a couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
We're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Talk about having to hit 2 different speeds. How about you got to slow your swing down to hit the knuckler, then you have to speed it up because now the express, the fastball's on the way.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on super utility man Brock Holt. Have glove will travel. He packs them all. This guy, and he plays them all above adequately. From third base, second, both outfield spots, and creates havoc on the base pass. This guy is a manager's dream.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The batting average down in the low 210s. 9 homers and 30 RBIs. Popped him up. Leone is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Tigers nothing. Here's Brock Holt now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And with 1 gone now, time for a check of the standings in the American League Central entering today as you get a look at where the Tigers find themselves entering play. So striding in, number 23, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Striding in once again, Xander Bogaerts. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox. Next for the Tigers, number 34, 7, 8, and 9
Leading
to
up
start the
for
home
the
third.
Tigers.
Not much going on offensively so
number
far
34.
for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Popped him up. Devers will back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out.
Batting 8, the left fielder,
Up
number
next steps
14.
Kristen Stewart. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike, up and out over the plate, 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working
Batting
for
9,
him these days. Looking
the
back at
center
his
fielder,
last start, he racked
Jacoby.
up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail in this one 3-0. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. In there, strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Digging in, Sandy Leon. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Well, trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is digging in now. Harold Castro back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
Third baseman.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
There to look at in his bets, and that's out number 1.
The batter,
here's Jordy Mercer now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business.
Now
He's not
batting,
messing around, trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Digging in, Miguel Cabrera. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3-up, 3-down for Detroit. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
The first baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Moreland. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Number 50 is there, and he'll make. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So
he's
got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ripped down the line. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
Hey, D-Roll, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the fifth inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Popped him up. Moreland is there. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hicks, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside
Now
that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Fouled off. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Man, this guy's on his game today. Not only when he's throwing strikes,
number 14.
But how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
The knuckleball giggling at him as it goes by. 1-1. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. We are in Motown, but I don't think. Digging in once again, Brock Holt. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
Brock Holt.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 23.
The Red Sox DH, number 23. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hit hard down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Jones is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 2.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still
hit high and deep out to left field. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they have play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Now the 1-0. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out. And the Jacoby Jones the next to hit. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels.
Now
right?
batting.
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give him a spark to come back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Knuckleball upstairs. Dangerous pitch taken for a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded on to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Now batting, the first
Standing
baseman,
in, Miguel Cabrera. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Now batting, number 50.
So here's the cleanup hitter, number 50. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers are able to draw.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Farmer is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning
now
number 7.
For the Tigers, number 45.
Mookie Betts. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Rafael Devers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. He was a ground out victim last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Looking in and looking for more,
Leading
John
up
Hicks.
for the
He's 1 for
Tigers,
2 in the ball game.
the designated
Matt
hitter,
Barnes gets the
John
call from the pen to take over on
Hicks.
the mound and start the
Your
home
attention,
7th.
please.
And it's
Now
fouled
pitching
away.
for the Red Sox, number 32, Matt Barnes.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully
Now
he has
batting,
another pitch
second
left in his
baseman,
repertoire to bury this
Nico.
guy and get him out of there.
Good
He's
draw.
ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, number 34.
Stepping in, number 34. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down here 5.
Your
Number
attention,
63
please.
enters from the
Now
bullpen to
pitching
do
for
the
the
pitching.
Tigers,
Here's J.D.
number
Martinez.
63.
He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah,
Leading
he's
off
up
the
in the
mark,
double digits with
the
it.
left
You know,
fielder,
he wants to keep it
J.D.
going.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. He creeps closer now. His 71st on the season. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Now batting, second
Wow,
base.
that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Stewart is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter,
Striding into the
23.
box, number 23. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Everybody loves to get on a good piece of cheese. Hit a fastball
Ladies
out
and
of the
gentlemen,
yard.
your
I'll tell you
attention,
what,
please.
to be able to stay
Now
back
pitching for
and
the
take a
Tigers,
curveball deep, it's
number
one of those
58,
special feelings when you can
Victor
recognize and
Alcantara.
react, keep your hands back, and drive it out of the yard.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Jones ranging back, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
The bat.
And everyone knows this
right
guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Bogarts stands at third with one gone in the inning. Hit to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
He's set, and the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Called strike. 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Lined hard toward right center. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away. To 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on.
Leading up for the Tigers.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
The left fielder.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Into the box
center
now,
fielder.
Jacoby Jones.
Jacoby.
It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Marcus
Your
Walden
attention, please.
answers the call now looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without
Number
any
64.
trouble.
Marcus.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Walden rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead
now
and count 0-2.
The third baseman.
Working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Stepping in now, Harold Castro, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Martinez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. It's still an 8-1. Daniel Stump comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Red Sox.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fastball called for strike 2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And a great start to the 9th, as this ought to be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. 0-2, here it is. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Stumped. A native Texan. He was a first-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now batting.
So digging in now, J.D. Martinez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And it's gone into the front row of bushes.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Into the box now,
the second baseman,
Brock Holt.
Line
to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
In now, number 23. That's a strike to throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. In there, and it's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. Jones will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Jordy Mercer starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Yulise Chacin, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 50. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last breath for the Tigers. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. And that misses 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. He's got it, and the Red Sox will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away.
Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday. Daniel Norris will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy.
Leading
in his
off the
last
afternoon
one.
for Boston,
you couldn't really consider
the
that a
left fielder,
powerhouse outing.
Andrew
He was able to get
Benintendi.
no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for
First
a lot
pitch,
more in this one
111.
today.
So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about
That
yourself,
is
D-Roy. You pump 2
The
of them in there.
designated hitter.
You're heading to count
Mookie
0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this
Betts.
is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. Pedroia leads off first with one away. Fastball called for strike two.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A pause, and the 0-2. This is line to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Behind 0-2 now. And 2 home now to Bogaerts. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
No balls and 1 strike. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
0-2. Here it is. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that'll tie him for the all-time record. 73 on the year as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0. And that home run obviously a big one, as he has now tied the record for most home runs in a season. One more and he'll become the all-time record holder. Into the box, Brock Holt. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Pulled toward right center field. Reyes sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Comerica. So striding in, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams all year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Mercer, a 32-year-old veteran. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Batting third.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup for this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
The count now at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. One there on to Moreland, and they roll two to end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball. Stepping into the box, Sandy Leon. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Leon.
Taken but called a strike. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
The 0-2 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reyes giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Now batting, Jackie Bradley Jr., one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Line drive to center field. Reyes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, number 50. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits.
50.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Standing in now, Nico Goodrum. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Behind 0-2 now. Sale gets the sign. 0-2 on its way. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Still down 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Benintendi.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Oh, 2 the count to Benintendi. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
The batter, number 50.
There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Line drive to left. Stewart is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the designated hitter, Mookie Betts.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. In there at the knees, strike 1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
This is line to left. This is right to him in left as he hardly has.
Back now for the Tigers' 3rd turn at bat. And unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored. And a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last.
Tigers,
in talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Batting 8, the left fielder.
Up next steps Kristen
Number
Stewart,
14.
who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these
Batting
days.
9.
Looking back at his last
The catcher,
he racked up
number
9
34.
Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Sale into the windup. Here it is on 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail in this one 3-0. Settling in now, Xander Bogaerts as we begin the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. J.D. Martinez. And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Brock Holt. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. In there, strike 2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Victor Reyes.
Leading up,
and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
So one away
Jordy
here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the Oklahoma State product, Jordy Mercer. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Here comes another 0-2. Fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
So we got him swinging. Jordy Mercer goes down for route number 2 in the bottom half.
Miguel.
So 2 are gone now for Miguel Cabrera.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning. And now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Striding in, Sandy Leon. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
The windup and the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Moreland. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Number 50 is there, and he has it for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. And that's in there for strike 1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he takes strike 2. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
No, beat him.
And he is out on the tag. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
So it was a swinging strike three. Number 50,
the third baseman
to start the bottom of the fifth.
Candelario.
Digging in to try it again, Jeimer Candelario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum.
The second baseman.
And it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. This pitch is popped up, and Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it here 3-0.
Your attention, please.
Takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound. Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the sixth. Right there for strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
Reyes moving in. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number one.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Mookie Betts.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. Onto the bullpen roof and gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Xander Bogaerts. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Up next for the
J.D. Martinez will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Now a bunt attempt here. Cabrera is right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Ready for another chance? Kristen Stewart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Popped him up. Under it is Bogaerts, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 34.
Stepping in, number 34. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Sale is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Number 63 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
Here's
number
Brock
63.
0 for 2 on his line thus far. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And a curveball taken for strike 2. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Number 3, Sandy.
Now at the plate,
Leon.
Sandy Leon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for a strike. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Line drive to center field, but sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Behind 0-2 now. Lifted in the air to center. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Victor Reyes. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Colton Brewer gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Martinez is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Here's Jordy Mercer now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And it's fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
This is line to left, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 4-0.
Your
Lane
attention,
Hardy's
please.
been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He doubled his last time through. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Reyes is there, 1 away.
Now back.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. Line towards center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Justin Pedroia.
Into the box, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Line toward the alley in left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Buck Farmer gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Buck.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Line drive to left. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Shortstop.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. A tag, and they get him at the plate as one run scores, but not the second. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over.
Leading up for
Marcus
the Tigers,
Walden is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now,
first pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
64.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The
now
bullpen looks sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Jeimer Candelario is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now no problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
J.D. Martinez.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. Sent on the ground out to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
And that's a
Now
base hit right there
the
on a
catcher.
hanging two-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To Cabrera to complete the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is left for the Red Sox. They lead it 6-0.
Leading up for the Tigers,
Ryan Brazier, a right-hander standing
hitter.
6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Pick. Your attention, please.
In the air,
Now
down the line and left. Benintendi in
Number
pursuit,
70.
but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged
Now
the line and found its way
Number
into the
14.
corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. A runner at second, nobody out. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Ready now, number 34, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. 0-1 the count. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So
Now
the batting order turns over now and set to go. Victor Reyes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and 1 strike. Lifted down the line in left. Last breath for the Tigers. Liner towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They
The batter, number 7.
Run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah,
after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess.
The
An
first
intentional
baseman.
walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Number 50.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Pedroia fields from deep in the hole. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every
The
win,
final
it
line
gets